And we're live.
Welcome to another edition of Power to the People. We are live and at home today. We are not, our studios are our home, doing it kind of Ricky Smiley-ish. You could be anywhere in the country and still broadcast. Uh, Merry Christmas to everybody who celebrates Christmas on this day after Christmas. Um, the weather in Western New York, I'm getting different things. AccuWeather says one thing, WGRZ is saying another thing, but what everybody's saying is snow is on the way, uh, approximately 1 to 3 inches here in the Buffalo area. And then in the Atlanta area, no snow. We're sitting on 65 degrees Fahrenheit, some places 69. Little clouds, but little sun is out. So welcome to another edition. Christmas is officially over.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm so glad it was a good time, but yeah, I'm glad it was over. It was my kids, we had a great FaceTime. It was an amazing it's precious to watch them open gifts and grab pictures, and it's you think you give them the big stuff and they'd be the most excited about that, and then it's like the super small. It's like, and it's like, oh. So one thing my daughter wanted, she wanted a charm bracelet, so she had all this other stuff. She was super excited. She got her the charm bracelet. She was like, the moment of the morning she put it on, she was like, "Daddy, you did it!" And
Wow.
yeah, yeah. So that just melted my heart a little bit. So it was a good Christmas, and for the first time I was able to I asked them, I said, "Do you guys want to get your mom a Christmas gift?" And so they were like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," super excited. And so we saved that gift for last. So they presented their mom an espresso maker, so she was super excited. So it was a good Christmas. Good
Yeah, it's
Christmas.
it's always good. I mean, my two of my daughters are in Houston. So what I am grateful for is technology and
Yes.
for us all to have been on a call together and to be able to experience that. I agree with you that was the big stuff. And the kids just I know a lot of people, feel that Christmas, and I do too, feel like it is over commercialized. But it's
Hmm.
just those moments, grab those special moments of the day. And like every Christmas, so my mom was talking about, because so today we're gonna be talking about the good, the bad, the ugly. And so of course, I enjoyed family. I got to the point where I'm just thankful to wake up on Christmas. Now, I do want to say this, and anybody who follows me on Facebook uh, knows I put up a post sending me, waking me up before 6 o'clock.
Oh.
I was joking, but I wasn't joking. I was joking, but I wasn't joking. I Okay, so I want to say to everybody, thank you for all the Christmas, Merry Christmas. But like on
Oh.
Christmas, so I hope people aren't offended because I'm really not sitting there with my phone to
Mm-mm.
respond. So I'll respond today and I'll say, hey, Merry day after Christmas. But on Christmas Day, I kind of detach myself away from the phone. So
Yeah.
I know, one friend of mine said, I'm not texting you anymore because on the holidays when I text you, don't text back. And I'm grateful. I really am. Now, what I'm not grateful for, if you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning,
That ain't everybody testimony.
bag damn on it, don't call me at 5 o'clock in the morning. Don't send me
Mm-mm.
a text. Don't send me the
No,
Christmas tree that twinkles because you sending it to everybody on your list.
everybody. Yeah, I'm not the
I
mass
don't
text
want it.
person. I'm not the mass text. Honestly, that is the easiest way to get your alerts hidden. That is the easiest way to get muted. And like you
Yeah,
said, and then I spend the rest of the day with my phone just turned over, like, because I don't even want to see it. So,
yeah. And I appreciate it. I'm not kidding. I really do appreciate
yeah.
it. And I'm not acting like I don't. Like during the day, I'm fine. But let me wake up. Don't have any little children in this house anymore. I
No.
wake up and go to the little children.
What's
I
fun?
don't
Yeah.
have one.
What's funny is I had to text my kids and be like, "So what time are we doing this?" Because I'm still rolling over. I'm still
What
rolling
time was
over.
that? What time was that?
So I text them at like 8:45.
Yeah.
And then I think my daughter finally responded. Mariah finally responded about 9:30, was like, "Okay, Dad, sure will." I don't think I got the FaceTime call till after 10.
I ain't even mad. I'm not mad.
Oh, I wasn't mad at all. I wasn't
I
mad at
got
all.
up. I got up, made me some coffee, made breakfast, and then went back to bed.
Yeah.
Got back in the bed and did not feel
Hmm.
bad because I was like, I have raised children a big portion of my life. And I thought, you miss it a little bit, but not enough to be like, woe is me. So I
No.
wasn't the grump, the Scrooge on Christmas. I just wanted Latasha on Latasha Love My Life on. We got a lot of comments I'm missing. Says same for me. Carolyn Lane, Mark, love those glasses. You look very nice. All right.
No,
Um,
thank you.
Janetta says my phone was going off like crazy with text. And like I said, I enjoy. I'm thankful. I'll text back everybody today. Now it's
I'm
gonna be
gr-
a cut and paste, but it's gonna
oh,
be. I'm
absolutely.
gonna acknowledge the fact that they did call.
And like
So
you
here's
said,
the.
you're
Go ahead.
grateful for being thought about. You're grateful,
Absolutely.
but I think the bulk of anybody who probably got a Merry Christmas that wasn't family didn't hear from me until about after 4 o'clock.
Oh yeah,
One,
nah.
yeah, yeah. Once I finally had my thoughts wrapped around food and the NFL and the NBA games got a little boring. That's when I was like, okay, I guess I can start texting a little couple random people.
Oh yeah, once you got to boredom. Well, and the bad thing, like I've got so many new grandchildren and great grandchildren. So I just I didn't even
Mhm.
overwhelm myself trying to get from one place to the other. Because
Nope.
I thought about it, I'm like, I'm the papa here. You want to see me?
Come
Come
to,
see me. Come on, come on.
come
All
to me.
planes come this way. Because papa don't feel like running around. So
Oh, that's hilarious.
here's the bad. And my mom said that when I was little something always happened to our cars around Christmas, or there was always something that happened. So bad. A cousin of mine passes away in Painesville, but thank God she's out of misery. And then my car, I go to get in my car. I have had my car 5 years, have not had
Mm.
one problem with this Tesla. I get in the car on my way to the office on the 23rd, and that car said, we ain't going nowhere. Now you
Oh
got to
no.
realize, yeah, with
Oh.
Tesla, because it's
Oh.
all electric,
Oh
in order to
no.
get it towed, you have to put it in tow mode. If nothing was powering up except the front lights. So now
Jeez.
it is the 23rd. I need to get to work. I call Tesla. They do a diagnostic over the phone, of course, Tesla's.
Hmm.
And she said, oh, yeah, you got to take it into the shop. Now, realize Buffalo just got a shop. So it
Just.
used to have to be towed to Rochester. And for
Oof.
those not in the Buffalo area, that's an hour and something away and change. So I said, well, the power is on, but she said, yeah, it's not going to move. So the tow truck driver shows up. And of course, it has to be a specialized tow truck driver from AAA. He was a nice guy, very nice guy. But because he could not get it in tow mode, he had to jack the car up, put something like what they call skates on the car.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now the car is up too high when he's trying to put it on the flatbed out of the garage. So I have to look, and he says, tell me if it hits. Well, if it hits, now I got a broke car and a damaged car. Okay. I'm gonna
Oh.
get to the what we here to talk
Oh.
about. But he
Oh.
does a wonderful job, professional, skates it out. There my car rolls off. Now it is the 23rd. I know it's going to be hard to get rent a car in Buffalo. Buffalo is not like Atlanta. Well, no, I have got to Atlanta during holiday time and couldn't get a car.
The car. I was getting ready to say airports and rental cars on holidays. True.
But
It's
I reserved it. Here's the bad part.
oh
I
yeah, they don't care about
reserved it.
that.
And this is what the woman said. Did you reserve it today? I said, yes. Oh, yeah, we can't guarantee when it's on the same day. Somebody that I'm telling you, I said, but I got a confirmation here. She said, we have 0 cars. This is in Atlanta,
Oh boy.
0 cars. So I hear somebody say, it was like the mad rush. It was like what do you call it? The Thursday, Black Friday, when everybody rushes. I heard
Yeah.
somebody say, they got some at, I think, Enterprise or something. I broke my neck to get down to Enterprise. Got one of the last cars. One of the last
Wow.
cars. Um,
Wow.
Buffalo's rent-a-car market, very small.
Very.
Got fast break. You know, I like convenience. So every rent-a-car thing I got, whatever so I do fast break. In Atlanta, Orlando, you walk up to the board. Your name is on the board.
Right.
Tells you
Right.
what car. Not here. You got to go up to the window. So I go up to the window. They give. I rented a seat, some type of Cadillac, little Cadillac, right, to get around.
Yeah.
So she says, I don't have any Cadillacs. I have what is it, Genesis? I got a Genesis.
Oh, the Genesis.
I'm not.
Okay.
I don't like Genesis cars. I don't like the
Oh,
small.
really?
They're not
Okay.
luxurious. They're
Huh.
just okay. The
Okay.
emblem looks like a Bentley. I like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
emblem makes you look like you got something. Okay.
Yeah.
I get in the first one, and I almost got high. Because somebody had been getting high in the car. Somebody been smoking the tweed
Oh.
in the car. Somebody was
Le-
smoking the tweed in the
left
car.
you a little care package for the
Left a little
holiday.
care pack. So I get out of that one. I go back up. I said, y'all need to fumigate these cars. That car. I'm not taking it. She says, okay, I got another one. Maybe it's the Cadillac this time. That's what I was hoping. It's another Genesis. She tells me it's an A1. I go to A1. A1 is a GMC little tracker truck or something. So at this point, I'm like, I'm just gonna take it. I don't even care. Don't even care. Just give me the. So now I'm pushing this Genesis key, trying to open up a GMC tracker, whatever it was, like an idiot. I'm literally pushing the key, going, why won't this thing open? Now it's got a dent on it. It's got a dent. So I don't go back up to the window and say, hey, wrong car. I go to the window and say, it's got a dent. She says to me, oh, it's already in the notes. So you rented me a car with a dent that was the wrong car. So now I take my key fob and I just hold it up in the air. So that wherever the Genesis is, it will go off.
Finally, F8.
I'm not kidding you. I was over like 4 rows down. Mark, I inspect the car. That has a dent in it too. Big dent in the back. Somebody's had an accident. I didn't even go back up to the counter because I'm like, why even go back up to the counter? Now, I ain't been funny.
It's already in the notes.
Nobody wants to rent a car with a dent. So I get in the car, and then we're going to talk about what we came for. I get in the car, and the seat is way back in the back seat. What? Okay. Way back. Like yes. So I said, and I ain't been, I said, one of us had this car. I put the XM on, and it goes to the heat.
Oh, yeah, you know. Definitely know. I
ain't finished. Somebody's remote control is left in the car to their garage. I didn't even take it back. I'm like, you know what? I ain't see that till I pull off. They don't clean out the side, the little thing in the middle. It's got Chipotle napkins in it. Look like somebody has some ice cream. I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna drive the car. Hopefully my car will be ready today, and I could take this ragtag car back.
You know, as a bridge generation person, you know, someone that likes their music loud in the car, as you know, somebody with tinted windows. The one thing I still never got is why we all lean our seat way back and then sit up straight and drive.
I don't know.
I never got that.
I don't know.
Seat leaned all the way back, but then we sitting up driving.
Yes. It's no way. It's no way.
Understood it.
that you can drive. Jamie picked me up from the airport recently, and when he picked me up, he see. I said, can you see?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't mind it being slid all the way back because I got longer legs, but that when that back is can't even sit somebody behind you, yet you up on the steering wheel driving all tight, it doesn't make sense. No, no sense to me at all.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. Hey, so I'm waiting for my car. Let's see, Mark. Oh, you probably can see the comments better than me. Um,
Uh, let's see. Somebody said,
Diane Coke.
take my. Oh, you.
Go ahead.
I was giving. No, I'm trying to scroll and see where we at too.
I'm thankful to wake up on Christmas. Latasha, yes, Bishop, I still can lay in bed. Hop. Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot coming in. It's a lot coming in. But let's talk about okay, so we've got to get to some top. So 2025, I take my own picture. Somebody said, I don't know what that means. What? Oh, yeah, when you get the car. Yeah, I
Yeah.
always take video. I don't take pictures anymore. I take video. It's quicker, and you're gonna get every piece of that car.
Yeah, Shantae said had the same issue in Atlanta. Reserved a car online. Then when I
See?
went to pick it up, no cars.
That's the first
That's
time that
crazy.
ever happened to me in my life was in Atlanta. In Atlanta, after I reserved it. And her answer was, oh, you must have reserved it today.
That's
So,
crazy. That's crazy.
good, the bad, the ugly. What's your number one? Anyone. You can pick any category.
Mm. Um.
And those
Now,
of you online, give me your good, bad, and ugly.
now, are we kind of going personal
Either
in the
one. It could be
news? Okay.
personal. It could be worldwide. It could be local. Whatever you want.
Well, what year is this? Is this 20? This feels like it's been forever. I think let's just rip the Band-Aid off. I think the bad and the ugly has been Washington, D.C. Let's just it's a struggle, and I think the bad thing is it's not the first time we lived in an America where one party has had all of the levels of government. It's not the first time that we have had what we considered or thought was a bad president or a bad Congress. I think though this is the first time we've had almost a monarchy type of leadership, and I think no one is holding anyone accountable until recently because the midterms are coming up. But I think
Right.
that has led us to this bad and ugly kind of legislative cycle in DC that's now trickling down to local politics. I think so much of any local race in the next, well, last year we saw it, this upcoming year we'll see it. Local elections will be ran with national issues, and the people, as we always say, are going to be the ones that suffer the most because you're not going to know how to make a decision about your local government because everyone's going to be talking about how to handle DC crisis. So
Yeah.
that's to me is the bad and the ugly of
So
this year so far.
want to welcome to our audience Dr. Herbert Gator out of Cleveland. All right. Thank you, Dr. Gator, for
Okay.
joining us. And those of you who are listening to us in the Atlanta area or in the Buffalo area on AM and FM radio, you can watch us live at Power to the People show on all of our platforms. And you can see us live. We're at home today, but you can see us live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're only getting us on Facebook and YouTube today. It's
Yeah.
Facebook
So
and YouTube today.
the Facebook and YouTube, you can oh, right, because we're not at the studio. So
Yeah.
so I think one of the ugly things that is still going on in this happened in 25 is all of the wars and the
Mm,
fact that Ukraine and Russia are still fighting. Um, that Israel situation is always shaky, but that
yep.
was ugly all year long to see so many lives lost. And even as of today, while they're doing peace talks, and Zelensky is supposed to be coming to Florida, to talk. I, Florida. Now I get it, but when Barack went away a couple times on vacation,
Peace.
this current president was freaking out. But you're having peace talks in Florida, not in DC, not at I don't even know if
Camp
they still got
David.
the little camp. Camp David, not at Camp
Yep,
David. You're having peace talks in Florida while you chill.
that's
All right.
crazy.
So to me, that's ugly. So Ukraine, by the way, bombed Russia last night or sometime in the last
Oh,
24 hours.
I didn't see the one last night. I
Yeah.
saw the ones where they took out some tankers or a sub the other day. But wow.
But but Russia has the nerve to act like they got attitude about it. Like that,
Well,
like
they
we're in the middle of talk. You all keep doing the same daggone thing. But
I was going to say, were they upset because it was Christmas? Like, what are we talking
right. What happened? You mad about it,
Oh,
but you doing the same thing? Um, also, I
wow.
don't know if you read this yet, and maybe a lot of people don't know. The US has struck Nigeria. Did you know that?
No, I did not
Yes.
see that.
Let me give it to you from the AP 1 hour ago. Nigerian villagers are rattled by U.S. airstrikes that made their homes shake and the sky glow red. Now, allegedly, these attacks are against ISIS and the Islamic State. I'm reading now from the AP, Jabo, Nigeria. Ads, move. No, I'm not donating. Um, Sanusi Madabu, I'm messing up his name, a 40-year-old farmer in the Nigerian village of Jabo was preparing for bed Thursday night when he heard a loud noise that sounded like a plane crashing. He rushed outside his mud house with his wife to see the sky glowing a bright red. The light burned for hours. He did not learn until later that he witnessed a U.S. attack on an
Wow.
alleged Islamic State camp. U.S. President Donald Trump announced late Thursday that the U.S. had launched a, quote, powerful and deadly strike against forces of the Islamic State group in Nigeria. The Nigerian government has since confirmed that it cooperated with the U.S. government in its strike. So that's going on as we speak. That we are
Yeah.
striking there, Syria, tearing up boats.
trying
It's
to
getting
trying
ugly.
to trying to enter Venezuela. Like we stretching ourselves thin a little bit, just a little bit. And then that's when it gets scary.
But
That's when it gets
then
really
he
scary.
just sent guard troops to, I think, New Orleans. They're in New Orleans after the, oh my gosh, the Supreme Court said he couldn't send them to Chicago anymore. So he just sent them to New Orleans, I think on Christmas. Yeah, because the day is the day after Christmas or on Christmas Eve. Come on. What's happening? He's sending them there. Oh, I got to find it. So you taking troops and you're sending them to a city that, for all intents and purposes, let's just be honest, it ain't no war going on in New Orleans that we had to
No.
take troops away from their family. Let me get this. That we had to take troops from their family to patrol New Orleans.
Mm.
National Guard to patrol New Orleans holiday crowds, raising questions about tax dollars. Yeah, they're on the way. New Orleans, get ready because the National Guard is coming there. Let me see if I can see what the reason is. With thousands of visitors expected in New Orleans this holiday season. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this. Hold on. Because it says state leaders are deploying the National Guard to bolster security. But the move is
Wow.
drawing mixed reaction. Let me not blame. Let me get the story straight. State officials announced that 350 National Guardsmen will be stationed in New Orleans over Christmas and remain through February. So let me reverse. Wasn't the federal government, but every time we see these type of moves, is usually coming out, and I couldn't understand how they were doing it after the Supreme Court just said you couldn't do it in Chicago, but I was wrong. I digress.
Well, so they're, I guess they're like Memphis, where we're asking like, "Hey, come help," and that's and it's funny. I don't know how many people late in the midnight hour. I watched the Dave Chappelle special on Netflix, and he kind of opened up the show talking about the National Guards in our city, and he was because he's from DC, so he talked about DC of course up front, but then he talked about Memphis and was like, you know what though? He was like, I don't know if you've been to Memphis. Memphis kind of needed it. But when we talked about it on the show originally, Memphis asked for help from DC. If New Orleans is asking for it, like you said, hey, you got to take that up with your local leaders. But it's kind of scary because to me, then it almost says, well, what was the issue before? Like you have Mardi Gras, you have Essence Fest,
Exactly.
you've had the Super Bowl, you have
Exactly.
college football playoff games. Like New Orleans is not new to big events and a lot of people coming. So
Absolutely. But you got a
that's super
Republican
weird.
governor. You got a
Yeah,
Republican governor. So what I think is happening is that in order to get around the the federal government not being able to activate the National Guard, the Republican governors are going to do it for him.
gonna go ahead and ask for it. Yeah. Mm.
So I can imagine Jeff Landry on the phone with Donald Trump and, hey, I'll activate them. I'll activate them. My fear about this is that we are using troops that usually respond to emergencies
Right.
in order to be police officers or law enforcement officers in our cities who are not trained to be law enforcement officers. And we've already seen where there has been tragedy because they're trained to go and search and rescue. And, I mean, they do have some fighting skills, but let's be honest, the National Guard is not a trained law enforcement agency.
Not at all. Not at all. And we see that when you try to make them everyday police force, then you have bad encounters on the street, or now you have just put a level of fear into residents that they like, I'm not even coming out the house. I'll just stay home. And again, so it makes it look good. Yeah, crime is down, which is a good thing because in a lot of areas, and I think even our governor, she touted the numbers recently that crime rates are down. So it's happening with or without the National Guard. So whose model is really working?
Absolutely. So I think, and we'll pay the bills and come back, because this is not a good thing, to be utilizing troops who did not sign up to be law enforcement agents. And even here, we'll talk a little locally, because what I heard today, in local news, and at least on the Buffalo side, is that it is now becoming more difficult to get police officers, to get new police officers, and there's about to be mass retirements here in the Buffalo area. Let's talk about it after. Let's pay the bills. We'll pay both of them at the same time, and
Yes, sir.
stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
When it comes to something as personal as your clothes, you need to deal with somebody you can trust. That's why so many people turn to Hobson's Dry Cleaning, conveniently located in the heart of the community at 874 East Delavan at the corner of Wyoming.
When you take your clothes to Hobson's, you can trust that they'll be ready on time.
You can trust that your whites will be white.
You can trust that you'll always get a fair price and service with a smile.
You can even trust that you won't have to get out of your car if you don't want to. Hobson's has a drive-through window for your convenience.
Trust is what it's all about at Hobson's Dry Cleaning.
Hobson's Dry Cleaning, your one-stop dry cleaners serving the community for over 30 years at 874 East Delavan at the corner of Wyoming. Call 891-8298. That's 891-8298.
Brian K. Lewis Funeral Home has 3 locations to serve you in Buffalo: 347 Peckham, 2258 Bailey Avenue, and Providence Memorial Chapel at 1275 Sycamore. Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes offers traditional services, and they have services for all faiths. And at Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes, they have air-conditioned parlors and chapels. Financing is available, as is limousine service. At those difficult moments in your life, Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes is available where you are with counseling services. Call toll-free 877-885-7734. That's 877-885-7734. Or locally 845-5545. Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes. We are here to serve you, here to serve this present age. Call today, toll-free 877-885-7734. Or email at brianklewisfuneralhome.com.
And we're back.
I guess I got to turn the audio on.
Mhm.
I'm looking at the comments on Facebook. Veronica Bell said something, but she didn't explain it. She said he said D. Trump yesterday to have a Merry Christmas because this will be the last one. I don't know who he is, so I'm not really sure what that means.
I guess she's saying Donald, the president, said that.
But who's last one? I'm wondering. So,
Yeah.
so that's some of the. I mean, it's so much bad that we could talk about. The
Mhm.
wick being cut off,
Yep.
or and family suffering, the tariffs that terrified people and raised prices, and how it happened. It's not even so much the tariffs. If it had have happened in the right way and went through Congress and went, but it just happened because he said it. It's like I talked about Sunday when God said, "Let there be," and there was.
Yes. Yes. Mhm.
And let there be, and there was, let there be, and there was. And this man says, let there be, and there is. And now there's the pushback on him, especially with these Epstein files. Did you see, Billy Clinton laid up in that hot tub?
Hey, listen, that's what good old William. I don't put nothing past him. He was my lifetime's JFK. Like it's it Billy is a
He was
he
chilling.
was the one he was chilling. He was the one we related to the most. I feel like in the 90s, in the 80s and 90s, he was the one we related to the most. He
So
played
you
the
had,
sax, he was chilling, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
We had the longest shutdown.
Yep.
That's really ugly. I'm trying. I almost had to try to AI something good.
Oh, yeah, I'm honestly I've been really trying to search to follow up on what Veronica Bell posted. Trump did include an anonymous warning in a social media post, and it's quoted, "Enjoy what may be your last Christmas." And this was a post aimed at the talking about Democrat. I think he used the term "you sleazy Democrats." This was his Merry
That's
Christmas
ugly.
post.
That's
Yeah.
ugly.
That was
That's
his Merry
ugly.
Christmas post.
That's ugly.
Yeah, I'm
I,
trying to find the full
that's
post
ugly.
to see
Like I told you the other week, or told the audience, like now you can't even have your kids read what the president is saying because it's so ugly.
Did you hear it? Did you see the calls with the kids?
No.
Oh, he took calls from kids and literally told one little girl like, "Oh, you sound cute," or "You sound." It was something weird. Yeah, this was. It was.
You sound
It was.
cute.
It was. It's not funny. It was really weird, but yeah, this is. But oh yeah, here's the true social post. Merry Christmas to all, including the many sleaze bags who loved Jeffrey Epstein, gave him bundles of money, went to his island, attended his parties, and thought he was the greatest guy on earth, only to drop him like a dog when things got too hot. Falsely claimed they had anything to do with him, didn't know him, said he was a disgusting person, and then blame, of course, President Donald J. Trump, who was actually the only one who did drop Epstein, and long before it became fashionable to do so. When their names got brought out in the ongoing radical left witch hunt, plus one low-life Republican, Massey, and it is revealed that they are Democrats, all there will be a lot of explaining to do, much like there was when it was made public that the Russia hoax was a fictitious story, a total
Unbelievable.
scam. This is a long post, and nothing to do with Trump. The failing New York Times, among many others, was forced to apologize for the bad and faulty election reporting, even to the point of losing many subscribers due to the highly inaccurate fake coverage. Now the same losers are at it again, only this time so many of their friends, mostly innocent, will be badly hurt and reputationally tarnished. But sadly, that's the way it is in the world of corrupt Democratic politics. Enjoy what may be your last Christmas, President
So I
Donald
still
J.
don't get it.
Trump.
Okay, long post. Who is it to? Is it the Democrats? I got lost.
Yeah, to the sleaze bags, I guess. I don't like that. That's what our president posts on for Christmas.
I'm looking at these phone calls right now. Hold on, I'm gonna try to bring it up because this is
It's going to get a lot different than the regular season where.
oh boy. I got too much going on my computer.
I was getting ready to say
I don't
that
know what's
sound-
open.
That sound like the Bills. Wait.
I got like Atlanta stuff open. Let me see it. That's probably coming out of channel 2. Let me cut channel 2 off and let me see if I can get it. But the good, this might sound, I don't know. Oh, she was on the phone too. Okay, I think I can do this now. I think I got rid of the background noise. Oh, here we go. Listen what he tell kids. This is what he's about to tell a child.
This is the president.
Keep spot.
That's what he's about to tell him.
We track Santa all over the world. Make sure that Santa is being good. Santa's a very good person. We want to make sure that he's not infiltrated.
Not
We're
infiltrated.
Not infiltrating into our country a bad Santa. So we found out that
This is telling kids.
Santa loves you. Santa loves Oklahoma like I do. You know, Oklahoma was very good to me in the election.
This is what he's telling kids that believe in
Don't
Santa.
believe Oklahoma, okay?
Okay, I'll try.
Good. That's good.
Will Santa ever get mad if we don't leave him out any cookies?
I think he won't get mad, but I think he'll be very disappointed. You know, he tends to be a little bit on the cherubic side. You know what cherubic means? A little on the heavy side. And then Santa would like some cookies.
I'm gonna stop this foolishness right now.
Oh my God.
A child who believes in Santa, who gets a call from the President of the United States, hears about your because Oklahoma was good to me. So did you just call the states that voted for you?
Well, first of all, you just said you first of all, you started with immigration policy. Oh, I'm trying to keep out the bad Santas. Wait,
Santas.
what?
With a child.
Jeez.
I got to find something on here that's good. Okay. No, I was going to say something that was good. Let me see. Can you see what the people are saying? Oh, hold on. Commercial.
I got Latasha was like, my. Janetta said he's the devil.
Anybody say anything good for 2025?
Hold on. Somebody did, but it might have been hold on, I'm gonna scroll back up to it. Janetta said the good is that I'm still here pushing through my sickness. The bad is that I'm struggling mentally. I will say the good is, the people that have been able to persevere through life's challenges this year. Everyone experiences the ebbs and flows of life, and the good is that we're resilient. The good is that we've made it to the end of the year, despite everything that we've talked about in the first 40 minutes. We're still here. We're here the day after Christmas. Hopefully, there's still a couple dollars in everyone's account to do something. Going to so you go into the new year with a couple dollars. But I will say that we're resilient, and as in our urban markets, especially in Buffalo and Atlanta, like we face a lot, and as Black people, and we're still here, we're still make it, and we have to stick together. But it is during holiday seasons where we do struggle a lot, and it can turn bad and ugly. But some of that is seasonal, some of that is past trauma. So I think, the good, even personally for me, and I talked about on the show, graduating with one part of not slowly knocking down my personal accomplishment of graduating my associates, despite things going through mentally. So it's showing that resiliency. And I think we have to, as we talk about the bad, it is finding, but even in our bad and ugly, there's still something good that came out of it.
Well, I was going to do a post yesterday, but I had already put a post to remind people. And by the way, New Year's Eve is coming. Don't text me before on New Year's Day at like 6 a.m. talking about
No,
yeah, don't do it.
no, we go to church, so we don't. That's not what we want to get at 6 a.m.
Yeah, not at 6. So um so for me, I'm glad about technology
Yeah.
because the advancement of technology and technology being used properly, I think is going to help. I think it's going to help improve our cancer rates.
Mm.
I think that it is going to help in crime fighting. And now I know a lot of people are against some of the tools that law enforcement is now using. But recently my daughter was in a Walmart. They report that there's active shooter. They emptied the store. And what I was thankful for, they had drones that could go in the store and clear the store, and didn't have to send people in. That's
People.
technology advancing. And I'm praying that even Roswell Park puts itself out of business and has to find another business because of the advancements of cancer research, and being able to keep people alive longer. And so I'm excited. In the Atlanta area, we have the Waymo now out and about, and there's going to be more coming online, different companies, of the driverless cars.
Yep.
And I'm looking at right now, Tesla Y is coming out. It's looking good too. I don't know. But the driverless taxis. Now you're gonna put unfortunately, it's gonna put some people out of business. So I always tell people, you got to look at what's coming up. What's the next
Absolutely.
trend? Where one of the boys was talking about auto mechanics. That's cool because still autos out there. However, you're gonna have to learn about the computer because
Absolutely.
yeah, my car is in the shop right now. They already sent me the day they picked it up, the approximate hour it will be ready, and how much it's going to be because the computer already that quick knows what's
Already
wrong
said
with
what
my
is
car.
wrong.
That's
Right.
it. So it's not that like back in the day where your uncle is leaning in and I think it's the thingamajigger and the you're gonna have to know technology in this season coming up because it's taking over. You got telemedicine now where you don't even have to go to the doctor, and they can, these different things that could take your blood pressure. This ring or something. I almost got it this year, but it's really expensive.
I know what you're talking. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but even my watch, tells me it took me through a whole sleep apnea study. Now I know whether I got it or not, but I wanted to see whether the watch knew. Or my new scale that tells me body weight, not body weight, just body weight, water weight, all kinds of stuff. Yes, this stuff right on my phone. So I know a lot of people don't like it. I got a blood test the other day, and the sister was doing my blood, and she's older than me, but she said she was retiring, and one of the reasons she was retiring was because the computer. She's like, I don't want to learn it. I'm good. I'd rather stay at home. For me, I'm the exact opposite. I want to learn it. I want it to help me to make life easier. Yeah. So if I can make life easier, I even look at when we research for different things, and I'm sure you learned this in school, how hard it was for me to research, and when I was younger, and going to the library and all that kind of stuff, and then not having it.
Had to learn the Dewey system and the card catalogs.
You got it, bro. Yep. So libraries, to me, think about it. Do we now need the library in the form of what it was? A lot of people still like books, but I'm grateful that when I'm working on a series or I'm working on a sermon, I can download a book. I can, where before in Tabor, when he was alive, Deacon Tabor used to always say, you got to have that Bible. You got to have that Bible. And I do have the Bible. But I remember the first time, and I think it was Nicole, I'm in Bible study, I'm just teaching. I thought Nicole was on her phone. So I jokingly say something to her, and she was like, I'm on the Bible. So I'm grateful for that. You know, you got to be careful. I always tell preachers, don't let AI write your sermon. People know the difference of what comes out of your heart and what comes out of AI. But it is a great place to use as a study tool if you are looking at where the data, where the information is coming from.
Well, and that's the other bad thing about it too, because if you're using complete AI for your sermon and your research papers and your letters at work and everything else, and it's using words that you can't even say and pronounce. And we're not talking about biblical names or towns.
Right.
It could just be a word to describe something. Yeah. First of all, you didn't even read through it because that should have been the first thing you changed. So, and like you said, it is embracing. You know, one of the conversations I was in this week about, you know, where does even some of the work we do go next year and in the future. You know, there's a lot of industries where it's putting the tablets and GIS mapping in people's hands.
Yeah.
So that way, when they're driving the streets, you can actually document in live time, and it's public facing and things. So you can say, "Oh, this was filmed. This was taken care of at this date and this time. Here's the picture." So that way, if it does mess up, you can say, "Hey, well, at least they were out. They just may have to come back." And on the flip side, it leaves greater accountability. And I think, you know, even when we were on the council and now it's a nationwide move to push for body cams. Body cams are for public safety, but it's also for the safety of the officers.
Absolutely.
But it creates accountabilities on both sides, and that's how we have to look at technology.
But look at Buffalo. Remember when we first wanted body cams, and the police commissioner at that time was totally against it. It was like, no, we don't need it. They didn't want body cams. Some police commissioners in Buffalo didn't want tasers. And my feeling was, I'd rather get tased than shot. So give these
especially as the first option. Especially as the first and only option
as a police officer. So that technology has changed. Even at I was watching online, like boosters are in trouble now. I don't know how you still boost. And you know that every corner store got cameras. If you're a booster, you really even at Walmart, they have cameras
in the aisles.
Checkout.
Yep.
And so I know people don't like face recognition, but come on, it's coming. It's coming whether people like it or not. So if you get caught on the camera, just like the Brown University situation, you get caught on the camera and you have been identified in other places and they're going to be able to cross-reference your face. I know, Big Brother, watch, I got it. But if it was your loved one and they were looking for them, you would want every type of technology that was out there to find them.
And we have to understand, and we say it now with every piece that rolls out, Big Brother been watching since the 50s and 60s. Like, we just got to get over it. Big Brother was watching before cell phones and everything else. Like, we got cell phones, but there were cell phones in the 70s. Like, we have to stop. We have to stop with the Big Brother, because honestly, that conundrum, that fallacy, that whatever word you want to put on it, just ends up keeping our communities further and further back, while the rest of the world is just progressing. And we still, I don't trust banks. I don't trust technology. I don't trust this. I keep my money here and I'm going to keep my flip phone. And meanwhile, they're like, okay, stay there. Because we're going to keep progressing and leave you further and further behind. When I heard the data that a lot of our tech companies, most of the time when you're sitting at the table, it is less than 1% of African Americans sitting in these boardrooms making decisions on artificial intelligence and other technologies. That's the problem. And like you said, we can learn the building trades, not knocking it, because somebody's still got to build a house.
Absolutely.
Even if it does become robotic, somebody's got to program the robot to be able to put the house
together. There is no if it becomes robotic. They are building houses right now, even locally in the factory. And I'm sure you saw where AI built a whole house.
Yes, I did.
So it ain't no if. It's here and it's coming.
It's how fast will it be at your back door?
even, and I'm going to take it a step further. Churches can think that they can operate like they used to, and you're going to find yourself empty. Because this is what I learned. And you know, I'm not the greatest people person. But in my prayer time, it occurred to me that what's different of getting up, going to church, watching right online, right?
Yep.
I figured something out. And you've said people have seen me do it and don't understand. I'm going to tell you why. I come out of my office to talk to people in between services, those who are leaving, those who are coming in. Because the difference of them watching me online and being in the service has to be human interaction, talking to people, greeting people, laughing with people, crying with people, praying with people, face to face. Because right now, you want to hear a good sermon? You can tell AI to give you a good sermon.
Yep.
Preach to me, and we'll give you a fake preacher and everything.
Sure
Preach
will.
to me about depression. You're gonna tell me, give me a 15-minute sermon about whatever. So if you are not authentic and you don't know how to use this technology is going to replace you.
And here's the crazy part. For two things. One, and I thought it was crazy when I saw this reel by John Gray, but I looked it up and it's actually true. The #1 gospel song in America right now is AI generated. It's
and
an
they're
AI
mad about it.
and super mad. Super
Mad.
mad.
I don't know why you're mad. I don't know. It is what it is. The same way, I'm sure people who used to be in churches that didn't have microphones, and then when you say we needed microphones, then that was a big deal. And the technology is here, so you can get mad if you want to. I know it's going to affect all of us.
Everyone.
So you either better learn how to use it. Bishop Kelsey, before I forget, said that one of the good was that my phone is messed up, that the governor closed prisons, a lot of prisons. Shucks. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
the good is the governor has closed down 12 state prisons. The population is going down, changing the prison culture for inner cities.
So I just wanted to acknowledge that. But yeah, you can get mad at it. It's here. It's not going away. It's not going away.
And like we talked about last week after the show, if we in all of our individualized industries and collective groups, because one thing that it tells us tale of time is all of us breed in some level of association, whether it's in the church, whether it's at your job, whether it's your family, whatever it is, whether it's a sorority or a fraternity, whatever it is, we all click into an association. If you still keep pushing against certain things, the only thing that happens is somebody's just going to create what you don't want to embrace.
Yes.
And then they're going to do it with no leadership, and then you're going to be like, those rebels. Well, that was because they were trying to find a way in and say, hey, see us, we want this, and you're like, nah, we like what we were doing. Then they're going to go create their own thing, and then you're going to call them a rebel.
Shuki says that Google has free tech classes. I just in this conversation, you know what I'm going to do next year? I'm going to teach the congregation how to use AI to study the Bible.
Oh, I'm
not going to fight against it, or else they'll use it the wrong way and just put in prompts and end up getting some knucklehead who don't know what they're talking about because they done went viral and now they believe. I am going to do that. I am going to use the opportunity to show people how to narrow a search so that it is in your belief, or even widen it to see what other people believe. I'm not afraid. If you are solid in your faith, you are not worried about somebody else reading some other culture to understand that really all religions are about love and about caring for all true religions are about love and caring for
peace,
people.
Hope, and faith. Peace, hope, and faith as across anyone who believes in a higher power. Peace, hope, and faith. That's it.
So I'm going to teach it. You might as well embrace it. It's here, folks. I know we're almost out of time, but that's a shame that when you can't find that much good. But I was going to tell you this. So yesterday I was going to do a post for people in the holiday season, and you said it best earlier, who may be going through, like, find something you want to do. I don't care how little it is to others, but find something that brings you joy, and don't compare your joy and your walk with anybody else's. And I think that's so important to remind ourselves.
Yeah.
Just do something you want to do and not something you have to do.
Have to do. Yeah, that's
Right?
important.
Because
That's so important.
that's the big thing. Part of enjoyment is doing things you want to do. And so I say to those because for some people, the holidays is not enjoyable. They've either lost someone, something that happened around the holiday that was devastating, something happens during the holiday. And I just want to remind everybody, you find something you want to do and don't feel guilty about it, however big, however small it is, and you do it. I think I got 1 minute left.
I was going to sign us out for the new year. This is the last show for 2025. Promote our watch night service. Like this is it.
I can't fit nobody else.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Well, hey, listen, you can watch our watch night service.
But I do want them. Security was talking to me the other day, and they're like, "What are we gonna do?" And I said, first of all, I think a lot of people won't come, but I say that all the time. We're gonna pack in there like family. The one thing that Swan has done for True Bethel, it brought back the family atmosphere, and we needed that. We needed that.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna pack
absolutely.
in. But I do say I do want to thank everybody who has watched us over the year, who has supported us over the year. I want to thank Brian K. Lewis Funeral Home, and of course Hobson's Dr. Dry Cleaner, the Doctor of Dry Cleaning, and also Sheila Brown, and both our Atlanta. That's a good thing that we started broadcasting live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, our Atlanta family, our Buffalo family, and our family all over who takes the time, to watch Power to the People. And I'm praying that next year will be bigger and better.
I was getting ready to say to our 2,000 followers on TikTok now, to I think over our almost 4,000 on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you for supporting. Continue to share, continue to subscribe, and follow us for content. We're going to be pushing the merchandise even more next year. Follow our host Darius Pridgen, DGP7161, and me at Mr. Mark Pope on all platforms. And like you said, let's do it